Hey guys, we are on our way to go to the signing for the sale of our house. We're really excited. And so it begins, the journey.
One man.
One pen.
Gotta get that boom, boom, boom.
All right. We're parking.
So,
It's a serious business now.
I'm backing into the space.
Wow, that's impressive.
And now it's time to go to our signing. Hello everyone, so we're about to go in the signing for the sale of our house. We are here at a title company. So typically you will sign at one of two places. The title company, title and escrow that is, or you'll sign at your home or at a coffee shop or wherever you want, because you're either gonna sign in the office or you're gonna sign with a mobile notary. We're gonna go over the documents inside here in a minute, but I just wanted you to kind of know what to expect as we're walking up.
My name's Amber Raspa. I am an escrow officer with Fidelity Title. I'm sitting here today with Vanessa and Brandon. They are selling their house. We're going to be going over their closing documents, just letting them know basically what their proceeds are going to be, whether or not they want to have their funds direct deposited, if we're transferring it to another escrow. We're going to talk about tax forms, whether or not we have to give Uncle Sam any money, talk to the IRS about any money. We're going to need forwarding addresses, and just basically getting ready to sign the house over to their new buyers. So I'm ready. You guys ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Okay.
So what are you signing, Vanessa?
A citizen of the United States.
So you're not an immigrant?
No.
Good.
I'm ready. We're going to go over your title search. As a title company, we run a search so we see everything that's a public record that's been filed on your property. So we're going to see taxes, easements, CC&Rs, HOAs, mortgages, all of those fun things. So I'm going to go over right now what we found. Our first page here goes over who our vested owners are. So we double check and make sure that we've got the right people in here signing. So we've got both Vanessa and Brandon on title as husband and wife. Page 2 is going to be our legal description. So this is how the county identifies the property, what lot number, whether or not there's any easements in there. So this is going to tell you how the county identifies the property. The third page is going to tell us that as of right now, taxes for 2019 and 2020 are not out yet, so we don't have to worry about anything for the next year's taxes. Current year taxes for 2018-19, first installment is showing paid, second installment is showing open. So we're going to pay that through closing to make sure that the buyer is not responsible for any property taxes. The next information is basically stating that the property does fall within the South Placer MUD district, so we'll get a final read with them right before we close to make sure that there's no amount dues, and then we'll get that paid for you as well. There are a bunch of easements that have been recorded on the property for landscaping, sidewalks, flood and drainage controls. Those are all going to stay on the property and become now the buyer's responsibility and ownership of the buyer. Subdivision improvement agreements have been recorded on the property, just letting you know information about the community. There is a mortgage on the property that was recorded back in 2016. We are going to pay that off as well to make sure the buyer has clear title. We do show that there's a financing statement as well as a contract, and these all are for the solar that's on the home. So what we're going to do is we're going to get what's called a UCC release for the solar, and we're going to get a contract release for the contract that you have with the solar company. So what we'll do in replacement of that is get a new UCC statement and a new contract for the buyer and replace it with the one that you guys have on title right now. That's the end of our exceptions. We didn't find any liens, judgments, unpaid taxes, or anything like that. So we appreciate you guys paying the bills. Thank you so much. So you're going to sign here stating that we went over that, and then this one here states you received a copy of it. So you'll sign both. Okay guys, so final tips for closing. You want to make sure and call your mortgage company, give them your forwarding address, let them know that you're moving, and stop any sort of automatic withdrawals that you may have in there. You also want to contact your insurance company and let them know that you've sold the home as well. If you are going to be renting back and staying in the home for any time after that, switch your home over to a renter's policy as well and carry insurance on the home until you move out. Once you've moved out, call and actually cancel the insurance policy. Make sure and call any public utilities, water, garbage, sewer, things like that, and let them know that you're moving out as well. Give any forwarding addresses if you have them. If you don't have any mailing addresses set up right away, get a P.O. box. That way you can have final bills and statements sent there. Other than that, make sure you leave all your keys, remotes, anything like that, mailbox keys there at the house. People always forget the one on the visor, so don't forget that one. Leave that one for your buyers. And then that's it. You'll be getting a final closing statement from us, within 24, 40 hours of us closing. You want to hang on to that for tax purposes for next year because you will need to give that to your accountant. Other than that, we always like to say no news is good news. So if you don't hear from us, everything is moving along. We'll be communicating with your realtor and letting them know the next steps.
Hey, so we just got done with our signing on the sale of our house, and now we're going to head over to our signing for our purchase.
Yeah.